and welcome to my kitchen and another episode of What's for Dinner. Tonight we're going to do an episode of Prepper's Pantry because I'm going to make a meal from my food storage and what I have on hand. What I'm going to make is a pork green chili from my food storage using my home canned pork shoulder that I canned a while back, and some canned green chilies and some jarred salsa off the pantry shelf, one of my favorite things, and some basic staples that I had on hand along with my my spices that I have. So let's get started. This, pork green chili is something I would normally, slow cook for a good portion of the afternoon, but because, it's cold and miserable, and I have this pork shoulder on hand. This is my home canned pork shoulder. We're going to go ahead and use that. I have 2 pints, so we're going to use a quart of that. And I'm going to use, this is 1 medium onion that I've chopped. I've got 1 can, I believe this is a, how big is this?
27.
It's a 27-ounce can of Hatch fire roasted whole green chilies that we're going to chop up. And I'm going to use, this is one of my favorite salsas. I make my own salsa, it's true, but I have this on the shelf and I'm going to go ahead and use it. Just a little bit, about a cup of this. This is a chili and lime salsa, and it's delicious. We're going to use about 4 cloves of chopped garlic and a whole bunch of seasonings. In here I have a tablespoon of cumin, a tablespoon of oregano, a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of thyme, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of pepper. So we're going to toss that in at some point too. But what we're going to do first is we're going to come over here to my stock pot, where I have about a tablespoon of olive oil heating in the bottom of the pan. And that's the sound we like, nice gentle sizzle. And you know the drill. The onions go in first, and then the garlic on top. You don't want to burn the garlic. I have this on a medium heat. We're going to go ahead and sweat those onions a bit. And when it's time, let's see, we're going to come over here and I'm going to chop these green chilies up. So let's do that. I'm going to use the same bowl. I'm sure you know how to chop things. So I'm just going to go ahead. I wanted to show you. These do come whole. Green chilies are fairly mild. For any of you who are familiar with Chili Verde, this is pretty much what it is, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and chop these up. When I get that job done, I'll come back, and by then these onions and garlic should be ready, and we will continue to add to the pan. Alright, our onions and garlic are right where we want them, and here is our green chili. And don't waste that liquid that comes in the can either. Make sure you put that in there too. It smells so good already. Alright, let's give that a good pardon me, I got something stuck in my throat.
Oh, that wasn't the chilies?
No, it wasn't. Okay, I'm going to toss in the seasonings. Everything can go in there. And I'm going to toss in my salsa. And salsa is a completely optional thing. I know some people who use it and some people who don't. It's not that much. It's still going to be a Chili Verde, but a lot of Chili Verdes have tomatoes in them. Some of them don't, but it just depends on your own personal taste, okay? Let me turn that up just a skosh. Okay, this is our canned pork, and yes, I'm going to go ahead and just put the whole thing in there. Liquid, meat, and all. Beautiful. Look at that. That's almost instant pork green chili. Now all you have to do is let this simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes, and you'll be ready to scoop this up into a bowl and have it for dinner with some warm tortillas. So how was that for fast? That's not bad at all. Alright, we're going to let this simmer, and when we come back, we're going to fix you a bowl of pork green chili, quick and easy. Our pork green chili is done. I made some refried beans, and now what we're going to do is we're going to build a burrito. The way I like to make the burritos with this is, and I did a video of my burrito filling, which is just refried beans, but I made them from scratch. So we're going to come over here. I'm going to put a little cheddar cheese inside here, and of course this is entirely up to you, okay? I like to do this and this, and then just roll it thusly, Burrito time. Okay, then we're going to come over here and get some of this pork green chili goodness. And smother that puppy right up. And then we're going to come back over here. We're going to put a little more cheese. If I had guacamole, I would put some on there. Put a little more cheese. A little sour cream.
And no, this isn't an everyday meal.
No, but this was a really quick and easy meal. We hardly ever have these. But there's nothing wrong with that. It's really a very good meal because I made the refried beans from scratch. The pork chili has all pure ingredients in it, including my home canned pork shoulder. What the heck is wrong with that meal? Absolutely nothing. It's going to fill us up and satisfy us, and it came mostly from food storage. Kid you not. I have media crema on my pantry shelf. I could have used that instead. If you have freeze-dried cheese or waxed cheese, you'll have cheese on your shelf. No worries. Pinto beans, that's obviously in most of our food storages. You could make the refried beans from the pintos, and you could make the flour tortillas from the ingredients that you have on your shelf. That's quick. Well, I'm not going to say it's quick, but that pork green chili went together super fast. And it seriously tastes like the kind I make when I cook the pork shoulder and brown it in the cast iron Dutch oven and I bake it for 2 or 3 hours. This stuff tastes amazing, and it didn't take me 10 minutes to throw it together. So, there you have it. Pork green chili, fast and easy, and pork green chili burritos for supper. So I hope you try it, I hope you love it, and until next time, I'll see ya.